some spring training hats to go over, and I think you have a couple videos to go over. I love your hat, and there's also the other one. The Yankees are the only team that has two this year, right?
Two, yeah.
All right, so let's go through them.
Yeah, so I'll bring it up. So here are the hats.
These are all 30.
These are, I think these are all of them. There was I always pull pictures from sportslogo.net, but they didn't have the Pirates one yet. They had everything else because they had the two Yankee hats. But I went with this one because you have every team.
Well, this is the Pirates one right there next to the Phillies and the Padres.
They got
this is all 30 teams.
Yeah. So I really like the Washington Nationals hat because it looks like the old school Senators hat.
Do you have like other slides, or we're just gonna do it all one at a time?
I only have three slides.
Okay.
We'll go through. I mean, the ones in here I think are really. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Orioles is cool. A's is cool. Braves, Diamondbacks. You know, I'm just looking. Mariners is always cool.
All right, let's go through. Yeah. Let's just go through them in order. All right, Mike. The Braves one, I like it. A little bit generic, but it's clean. It's fine.
Yeah,
I give it a mid. It's fine. The Diamondbacks, that's a super loud ass color. I know that teal's like their unofficial third or fourth color,
right?
And spring training is the kind of the time of year to do that. I don't love that as a full hat, but I do like their biting the ball logo. It's okay. Yeah. The A's one is dope as fuck. Dude.
Yeah.
When they wear those bright ass yellow uniforms, I've always thought it was cool. Some people think it's offensive. I think it's fun. I think it's loud. So those are some dope hats, man.
Yeah, it's like the reminds me of the like Reggie Jackson when he was on the A's, Catfish Hunter before he became a Yankee. You know, Raleigh Fingers. The O's is cool. You know, the reverse
it's
color.
Like the Braves one. It's generic. They went the safe route. Boston always same thing.
Classics look. Yeah.
I would say of the Boston caps available, this is probably my least favorite one because Boston, dude, the Red Sox fans, here's the thing, man. And you know, we always, we're Yankee fans. We can't blow them that much. But the Red Sox have always had some killer alt uniforms and some killer alt colors. Like they have their St. Patrick's Day green ones that are dope.
Yeah.
They have the dark blue ones, the classic ones, I think are probably the best. I don't love this white logo one. It's fine.
It's very old school. Yeah, I mean, the Red Sox have an old school, and one of the oldest teams have an old school look.
And they have the hanging sock logo too, which I also think is really cool.
Yeah.
What's that other one?
The Cubs.
Oh yeah,
it's all right. I mean, if you're a Cubs fan, I'm sure you love it. Yeah.
It's Detroit Lions colors. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of don't like that. I don't know.
It's all right. I mean, I'm sure Cubs fans love it, but like as on its own, the light blue.
It's very meh. The Reds hat is just their regular hat.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they were going for. Same thing with the Guardians. It's just their regular hat, and the Rockies.
Yeah. The Guardians, their hat in person, I forget if it was just that, but in navy blue, or if it was like I think it was a Cleveland. No, it was the new C for Cleveland.
The block.
It's really cool in person. For some reason on TV it doesn't look as good as it does in person.
Oh, dude, I got to go to a Guardians game in Cleveland a few years ago. Yeah. My girlfriend and I went, and it was cool, man. It was that stadium has outdoor concourses. So like when you walk around outdoors and that stadium, you get a crazy view of like the city and like the surrounding towns and all the bridges out there. Cleveland's an underrated place, I'll tell you. Anyway, Rockies one boring. The White Sox one, this one is awesome.
You like that one?
I think it's cool because it's clean and it's all like, isn't this the kind of thing that when you walk into like a party or a nightclub, you could see some brother wearing with the flat brim? Like it's a dope
brother. Hey brother.
it's a dope ass hat. I like that. I like that the black on the white instead of the white on black. It's the inverse of the normal. I think it's cool.
Or gray or whatever. Yeah, it looks like I have a gray Yankee hat, and it's the Yankee NY and white. So it's the gray's cool. I mean I guess it's all right. The Tigers, I like the Tiger. I don't know. It's just the orange is
that logo would pop better on a black hat.
Yeah, I have a navy blue Tigers hat
or a navy blue. Yeah, it has to. So when you go light on light, it doesn't really. That's kind of why I don't like that Cubs one. It doesn't really. It's kind of weird. Astros, they went the safe route. It's fine. It's boring, but it'll get the job done. Whatever. The Royals one, I think, is kind of. I have the same problem with that as I do with the Cubs one. It's it's sky blue with a very light logo on the front of it. So like they should have gone with a dark with like a dark navy KC logo. That would have popped a lot harder on that. That's a missed opportunity. Angels went with a regular hat, boring. Dodgers have that sort of cursive D.
It's all right.
My question, you're more of a historian than I am. Is that an old school logo, or is that like a new logo meant to look old school?
I think it's the D on there, the same D on their uniform. Just D for Dodger. I mean, you know, if you look at their history of hats, they had all the Brooklyn hats when they were in Brooklyn, and then the LA logo's been the same. So I think that's just the D on Dodgers on their uniform. So it's got it looks like a baseball hat. It's got a retro look.
It's cool. It's got a classic look to it.
Yeah.
The Marlins one is cool. I like this because again, you have the dark logo on the light background. It pops.
Yeah, pops.
It's a cool hat. If I was a dude in Miami, I would totally buy that hat.
Yeah.
Brewers one, same thing. It's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
This one, I feel like if they would have gone with the yellow on the brim, made the whole thing yellow, it would have popped even harder. But I still like it. I still think it's cool.
San Diego.
What is the M1?
It's the Twins. It's their stupid rebrand from last year. It's so bad. It looks like Montreal.
So it's supposed to be Minneapolis.
It's Minnesota. M for Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Okay, yeah. I always think of them as because they wear the TC logo usually, the Twin Cities. Yeah, this is bad. This is probably the worst.
Their rebrand.
Probably the worst one of the bunch we've seen.
Yeah.
The Mets one is fucking awesome. Let's say that.
Great.
Let's give props to the Crosstown dudes. That is a cool. That is cool. The sunglasses.
Like English, top of the list. Yankees. Yeah, go ahead.
It's very cool. That's all I'm going to say. I hope they sell these at the stadium, and I hope that there's a dark version of the hat because I think that logo would pop well on the that blue that the Mets use.
Yeah.
That being said, this is cool. I love it.
Yeah. Yankees and Mets, obviously, they have the best two out of it.
The Yankees one,
even if we're being biased, I don't care.
The Yankees one is killer because the Yankees one, if you're somebody who likes like fashion and style and being loud, like it's the hat you're wearing, it's a cool hat on its own.
Right.
It doesn't need a uniform. It doesn't need more explanation. It's cool. It's kind of different. Very cool. The Phillies one, I think they've used this one before. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hate. Pirates one is dope. I love the logo with the the crossbones and the Jolly Roger and all that.
Right.
Very cool.
Padres
is just regular. It's the regular one.
Yeah. Mariners is cool. It's a good color. It pops.
It's fine. I just wish that again, it's a light logo on a light hat. That's why I don't love it. It's not bad though. If you're playing in Arizona, you want a light colored hat anyway. I'm not hating. Giants is just a regular. That's like the regular colors. Same with the Cardinals. They're kind of just they went the safe route. Nothing wrong with that. But
lame.
The Rays one I think is kind of lame. Sorry,
it's not boring.
I want to see them go back to more of their old school. I like that weird teal they used in the 90s with the Devil Rays. If they would go with this hat with a teal instead of a baby blue, I think it would go a little better. Rangers, I know that they have the powder uniforms. They added them a few years ago, and I know that's what.
Yeah.
Again, if I was a Rangers fan, I would maybe buy that. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the team, I feel like you'd still go for the classic darker blue one better, though, right?
I guess so. Yeah. It's just I don't know. The Blue Jays now. So the Blue Jays snuck in some light blue on the brim and in the button on the top, but it's pretty much their regular hat.
Yeah, it's a classic hat, though. I'm not hating.
Yeah.
Again, it's fine. It's the safe route. And then last but not least, you got the Nationals.
Right? I like that. Yeah, like it's like Walter Johnson, Washington Senators way back before they became the Twins, old days.
It's cool. My issue with it though is that unless you're a fan of the sport and you really know what you're talking about, it's kind of like the Cubs one and the Twins one and a couple of the other ones. You wouldn't know what team that is.
Right.
And it's also a dark logo on a dark hat. Why can't you just make the hat rather than just like the stroke around the outside of the W? Why can't the whole W be a bright white or a bright red? Anyway, it's okay. It's not my favorite on here. It's probably towards the bottom for me. Like we're not going to rank them. But yeah, a few of them really pop. That the Mets one is solid. The Mets and A's are probably my two favorite on here. Yankees, of course, and then there's a few others that are good.
Yeah,
but
The Yankees got the away.
Both of those are sick fucking hats, dude.
They're the only team with 2 different hats. So
one of these years I'm gonna go to spring training. Every year I turn on the TV and I just see all these people sitting out their picnic blankets, and it's 75 degrees outside and the sun is shining, and I'm like walking to work and it's like snowing outside. And I'm like, I want to go to spring training. I want to go to spring training.
I know. Yeah. You see in the back, the pinstripe kind of just intersects, and the material on this, it's a very different material. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. What does it say? It's 100% polyester, but it doesn't feel like it's almost like I don't know if it'll pick it up. You see how it's very grooved and looks like a Triscuit. It's got a weird kind of texture, almost like not a seatbelt texture, but like when you see it, it doesn't feel like the regular. It doesn't feel like the regular hat. It's got like a completely different texture.
Is there like a stretch to it or anything? Or like, does it feel like it's waterproof? Like, what's the benefit of that? I don't understand.
It actually does feel like it would be waterproof. I don't know. It almost feels like it's made of not cotton, like a plastic cloth. Like it's got a weird. You have to feel.
Is it lighter? Is it lighter than a normal hat?
No, it's
like weight-wise.
The same. The problem is New Era. So I wear 7 1/4. No 2 7 1/4 hats fit the same. So if I pull this down, it's tight. But if I wear this one, this is just Giants and Rangers colors.
I'm the same exact way. I have I bought a Hartford because I'm from Connecticut. I bought a Hartford Yard Goats fitted hat, and it's tight as fuck on me. But then I bought the same size for a different minor league team, and it fits snug and perfect. And it sucks, man. The hats are never consistent. All right, is there one more slide to go over here?
The Mets one.
Dude, that is so dope. Like I'm not a Mets fan, but I hope I see some of these in the city this year. I hope they incorporate this logo as like an alt on their like actual game day uniforms. I think it's so dope. The smiling
patch on the shoulder.
Mr. Met looks okay in this picture. Mr. Met looks kind of high, okay, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
He's looking at the reflection of the dirt. That's what it looks like in the sunglasses.
Well, no, he looks like because his eyes are bloodshot. He put his sunglasses on. He's hungover, is what he is. Okay, he partied hard last night, and he's sitting on his back porch smoking a J, getting ready to go where he has to go. It's a Saturday morning. Mr. Met he's partying. He's partying hard, and I'm into it.
He went out with the '86 Mets, and then that's him the next morning. And little subtle meaning in that. So.
I hope that someone makes a custom Photoshop of Mr. Met with like a joint in his hand or something. It would be that exact face that's on that hat. Would be that.
I'm surprised they didn't put Mrs. Met on the hat. I'm sure they got Mrs. Met hats too for the fans. That would be smart to sell.
That would be very smart to sell.
And, why not? So I'm sure plenty of the ladies, and I'm sure even the guys would probably buy one. I don't know. But
no, man, I'm not wearing that.
You wear a chick in my hat.
I'm wearing a chick hat, bro. It's for girls.
But those are the hats.
Still a dope. That is a cool hat.
It's fun. One day I should just do my hat collection. We'll rank all my hats because I'm a hat addict, and I've thrown some away over the years.
Did you ever buy the Seinfeld one yet?
No, I don't. What do we got? I got 2 more here. These are barely more.
I need you to own.
This is even half of the hats I own.
When's your birthday? I'll get it for your birthday or something.
August 21st.
I need you to own the Seinfeld Yankees hat because you're the exact kind of guy that needs to be wearing that every now and then.
Well, I always wear the fitted because as a kid I used to wear the adjustable because that's all I can afford. You get it from Kmart or Walmart. I used to get picked on. You gotta get the fitted. You're not cool. So I started wearing nothing but fitteds, and then adjustable hats came back, and I refused to wear them. I'm like, no, I spent all this time and money trying to be cool. I'm not going back to the way I used to do it. So, but I'm sure I'll cave at some point and buy cool hat. I just don't buy the snapbacks anymore. I don't know. A lot of trauma.
Snapbacks are for poor people. We can agree on that. You have to get the cloth one with like the adjustable where you pull it and you clamp the thing down. That's what you have to get.
That's just I know. I like the regular New Era. It's almost like the front feels like because they have the inner lining is like hard. So this is New Era. This is the way to go.
I'm just not a baseball cap guy, really. But if I was gonna be, I would wear something I'd wear like a minor league hat. I'd wear something weird. I wouldn't go with the normal team. That's just me. That's just me being a weirdo.